guys, I'm Steve with WorkMax, and today I'm going to show you how to do a COVID-19 questionnaire for when employees get to work and when they leave. There's been a ton of companies and states requiring or suggesting that before employees come to work or as they get to work to fill out a COVID-19 questionnaire to keep everyone safe. And so this lends itself to be extremely difficult when you're dealing with paper or emailing and all that kind of stuff. So I want to show you how to do this really simply using the WorkMax mobile app. I have the WorkMax mobile app pulled up here, and so all I need to do is put in my 4-digit PIN. So each of your employees, they can have this installed on their phones, on an iPad, anywhere they need it. They can have this pulled up on their phones so they can quickly fill out these questionnaires. And so first I'm going to show you how to fill out this questionnaire when someone clocks in or clocks out of work. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my 4-digit PIN. We got Chuck here, so all I have to do is hit time clock. And so this right here is the job or location where Chuck is working. For a lot of companies, they're able to select the job they're working on so they can track time on a job or a project they're working on. So I'm going to go ahead and hit in down here on the bottom. And so now that questionnaire is popping up. So this questionnaire can be customized. This is just what I've created in here. You can set it to however you need it to show up for a particular job or a particular customer or a particular employee. This is totally customizable. So quickly you can fill this out. Have you recently been around anyone who has had COVID-19 related symptoms? No. Are you feeling sick? If I say no, it's not going to ask me any other questions, but if I do say yes, we have what we call conditional questioning. And so then I can go ahead and say, oh, well, I've got a fever, cough, runny nose, difficulty breathing, nausea, or let's say I can breathe all right. Do you have everything you need to be safe and productive today? Yes. Nothing happens? No. We're going to ask another conditional question. Well, what can we do to help you be more safe and productive today? Right? They can fill out this text box, add any type of information in here. They can even do voice to text right here if their mobile device allows it. I can sign off on this right here. Hit accept. Save that. Now I'm going to go ahead and select my cost code, task, phase code. That has a lot of different names of the work I'm completing. So now right here you can see my mugshot. It's going to snap a photo of my face, and I can add any other notes there if I would like. Hit confirm. Now it's auto-syncing to the WorkMax Control Center. That form and that clock entry at the same time is being synced to the WorkMax Control Center so that it's available and viewable right away. Perfect, so that's done. I'm ready to go to work, and I've got my COVID-19 questionnaire submitted. Okay, so that's an example of someone clocking in and filling out the form. Now that same form can pop up when I clock out at the end of the day as well. But now I want to show you how it looks if, let's say you have salary employees, you're not worried about them clocking in or out, but you still want them to fill out this questionnaire. Okay, so all they have to do is put in, again, their 4-digit PIN. I'm going to go ahead and put in a different 4-digit PIN here. So now I click on this Forms tool right here, hit the little plus button down at the bottom, and then hit COVID-19 questionnaire. So now I can say fill out form, and this exact same form that we had before pops up. Again, this is totally customizable. Say yes, no, no. Let's say yes, I am safe. And sign off on this, accept, save, done. So now just click that little box and you can sync it. This is sending it to the control center. Okay, so now we're back to the WorkMax Control Center. So all forms, once they've been submitted and synced, either way, they come here into forms and completed. So this is Chuck's form that we filled out when he was clocking in. So you can look at that, you can view it here. Here's all the information that he answered. You can see that really simply. You can also print it if you'd like to do that as well. And then here's the other one, Arnie DeBoss. Here's his form with his signature, all the information that he submitted as well. Okay, and the powerful thing about this though is you can pull up any particular date range. So if you just want to look at any forms that were submitted today, or you can actually sort by the forms that they have access to here. So if you just want to look at the COVID-19 questionnaires, you can just sort by those. You can also sort by employee, look at all the employees' forms that he's filled out particularly. Also by job or location, you can pull up all the forms, COVID-19 forms that have been submitted on a particular job or location. That's great. A lot of general contractors have been requiring these forms to be submitted to them, once a day, or so they can make sure that everyone on their job is safe. So this is a great way to filter down to those jobs and make sure those guys are getting those. Powerful filtering here inside of WorkMax to make sure you can access the information you need quickly. But two features I want to point out real quick when you're actually building this form. So here's my COVID-19 questionnaire. Super simple to build these. If you ever used any kind of form builder, it's really, really quick to learn how to build these and use these. But we have two features I want to point out. We have what we call subscriptions. And so what subscriptions does is allows that whenever a form is filled out to be automatically emailed off to someone. So right here I have this going to my safety manager. And so whenever this form is filled out, my safety manager or myself is getting this email in my inbox as a PDF. So whenever these are filled out, that safety manager can be notified and can quickly look at a PDF of that form. So you can create as many of these as you'd like. You can send one to your safety manager. You can send one to your general contractor. You can send one to whoever you want to. So this is just an automatic way to be able to email these forms off really simply. Okay, so let's show you what that looks like. Let me pull up my email. We should have received that by now since these have been submitted. So pull open my email inbox and there we go. Boom, we got both of those forms submitted right here. You can see this form right here. It's got my company logo. It's got this other information here that I need to. And then the questionnaire. Okay, so one other feature I want to show you is what we call time requirements. Okay, so if someone is clocking in or clocking out, one of the biggest problems with any form is just getting people to do it, getting them to turn it in. And so when you have WorkMax Time plus WorkMax Forms, those two modules together for tracking time and for filling out these forms, you can utilize this feature called time requirements. And so here we've got when any employee clocks in, when these employees clock in, for example, it's requiring that they fill out this COVID-19 questionnaire. And when they clock out, it's also required. Okay, and you can customize this, edit this, make it required for all employees, certain employees, exempt a couple employees, and then you can also make it based on location, right? So if one general contractor wants a very specific COVID-19 questionnaire, you can make a custom COVID-19 questionnaire for that general contractor and for all the jobs you're doing for him. Only when people are working on this job do they need to fill out this form that automatically will come in when they clock out or clock in. Okay, so that's how that works. So this has been used to great effect. We've had companies see 200% increase in form submissions when they utilize this feature. When it's tied to guys getting paid, you're going to see a lot more success and a lot more of these forms turned in. So one powerful tool that WorkMax has is called ConnectMax. It's our import and export utility. So for this example, I want to show you how to export this COVID-19 questionnaire information out into a spreadsheet. So here I've got this export definition, which is basically a saved template. So if I need to export whatever information over and over, you can save it as a template. And then right here, you just select the date range of when you want to export it. So I got it from May 1st to May 13th today. And then I hit load, which I've already done. And it's been successfully exported. Okay, so here's the information that I just exported into a CSV file. And you can see I've got all the information in here that I need, the different fields. So this information can be sorted and used however you need to. Okay, guys, I hope you saw how easy that is to use the WorkMax mobile app to collect the COVID-19 questionnaires from your employees, whether they're salary or whether they're hourly, and get the information you need from that so that you can keep your working environment safe. If you'd like to learn more about WorkMax, please visit workmax.com. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.